So 5 things about Headshot by Rita Bullwinkel, which is longlisted for the Booker 2024 prize. Number 1, it has a very innovative structure, but in the end, that structure works against itself. Number 2, you do not need to be interested in boxing to read this book. Number 3, it had one of the worst and most disappointing endings of a book I've read in a long time. Number 4, there is amazing characterization and character development like I have never seen before. And number 5, Rita creates 8 characters, and those 8 characters exist in 8 different worlds, and those two clash head on, and it is fantastic. Hi, my name is Kim, and welcome back to my channel. If I am new to you, I am a lover of literary fiction. If you can't tell by the name of this channel, I love the Booker Prize, but I also follow the International Booker, the Women's Prize, as well as Canada Reads. But right now, it's Booker season, so let's get on with the individual reviews of the Booker Prize. So, Rita Bullwinkel, this is a debut novel for her. She is she has one short story collection called Belly Up, and she is an American, a professor of creative writing at the University of San Francisco. Now let's get to the book. So the book itself, in terms of plot and structure, it takes place over 2 days in Reno, Nevada. There are 8 boxers in an elimination tournament, and each section is a match between 2 boxers. It's very interesting told in vignettes, which was surprising, and those vignettes have flashbacks, but they also have flash forwards, so there's a lot going on. This structure can be repetitive, and it can become repetitive very quickly, but the quality of writing and the amazing characterization puts that off, but it doesn't put it off forever. That inevitability is delayed, but in the end it works against itself. Even though there are only 8 characters and there's 4 matches, and then they go down to a second match and then a final match, I just was losing track of all the characters themselves. And the ending was so disappointing to me because I hung in there for the whole book to get through all of these fights and all of these sections. And I was there for this big blowout of an ending, and no spoilers, but it was just too short for me and it really fell flat. Now, sense of place and atmosphere and setting, I think that she does this very well. It is set in a dilapidated gym, and you really get a sense of intimacy between the fighters because it means so much to them, but it means so little to everybody else around them. The men aren't interested, the judges aren't interested, the coaches are arbitrarily assigned, the gym is falling apart. There are no spectators other than the little family that come and one reporter. Now, the women do, or young ladies do, come from all over the United States, and their road trips are depicted a little bit, and I really like that sense of the journey. Now, in terms of characterization, she does this in such different ways for each character and creates these different worlds. So it's not hard. By the end, I was getting them a little bit mixed up, but each of the sections and each of the characters were very, very engaging. One of the things that I found very, very jarring was her overuse of first and last names. So Artemius Vector was always Artemius Vector. Very rarely was she ever just called Artemius in the prose. And I really felt like I was being hit over the head with their names in order to understand all of these 8 characters or keep them straight. And instead of engaging me, it really annoyed me. But I did love the other thing. On the other hand of that, I did love how we found out about the character's journey, not only their past and the things that they are trying to overcome or their particular personality quirks, but where they're going to end up after this match and where they're going to end up in the future. And I think that that's a really, really hard thing to work out when you're doing something that is so linear in terms of time and plot. Now, the quality of writing is very good. You can tell, again, that like with the last book that I reviewed, Wild Horses by Colin Barrett, that just like him, she is a short story writer, and her writing is very concise. Everything is well edited. And I really was amazed how she was able to portray each character in such a different way and uniquely. Now, in terms of themes, this book, for being so short, is so broad in terms of themes and images. There really is so much at play, but essentially it is a coming of age story. There are themes of sisterhood and family or lack of family. There's themes of inner strength and hope and loss. Now, in terms of the title, I think it's appropriate. A headshot is something that each of the characters really wants to have happen. For them to land a headshot, not one to be landed on them. So it's okay. I don't think it's particularly fantastic, but I get why it's called Headshot. Now, the cover, this is the North American cover. It's okay for me. I don't mind it. I think that one of the interesting trends in publishing new books these days is there's a lot of pink. I don't know if that's Barbie influence, but it certainly is eye-catching. So, the next book that we will be reviewing is Held by Anne Michaels, a fellow Canadian. So thanks again for spending your time with me. I appreciate it. I did mention in my last video that we had adopted a kitten. Kitten's name is Sami. He is absolutely adorable and just packed full of fun and morning chaos. But I did say he was 4 weeks old, and that was a mistake. He's 4 months old, and in fact, next week he will be 5. So please don't forget to click that like bell and subscribe and leave me your comments in the description box below. And thanks again, and we will see you for my next video. Bye. You okay back there?